Dear Master, why shouldn't we do spiritual healing if we practice the Kuan Yin method?
Everywhere they ask this question. Okay. If you want to study to become a doctor, and you have to concentrate on that, and you will be a good doctor. If you mess about with nursing business all the time, I'm afraid you can't become a good doctor, and you make a poor nurse of yourself. God is the only healer. Through knowing God, through becoming one with God, He will heal everyone that comes near you, or thinks of you, or the ones you love, or loves you, or means something to you, even your dog, your cat, your bird, people, anything that is connected with you. We, as physical beings, have no need to lay hands on anyone to prove that we are somebody, that we have this and that power, because these are short-lived powers. These are the bottom magical power of a lower level of godhood. We can do that too, but then we borrow and then we have to return afterward. Just like you spend all your time studying to be a doctor, to be a nurse in the hospital, and that will waste a lot of your time. And then you will spend all the money that's supposed to be for doctorate on the nursing stuff. You have to pay with your spiritual merit for the power that you borrow to heal someone. Whereas if you let God heal alone by Himself, when He sees fit and to whom He wants to, then we give back to God what He should do, the power and the proper healing. Lord Jesus, when somebody touched His garment and healed, He did not claim that He did heal. He didn't even lay hands. He didn't even know it. So He said, your faith heals you. He said that not I do, but my Father in me does it. That's the proper way. And I'm just showing you the proper way. It's up to you. If you feel your level is up to the egoless healing or not. Because this method will teach you the egoless way of healing, the unconditional way of love. The God knows everything. The God will do everything through us whenever He wants. This physical body will be just an instrument. And this is our way. If you feel up to it, then you're welcome to drop the other one. If not, you know what to do. You choose.
How can enlightenment be immediate? Is enlightenment not a lifelong pursuit? And do you think pain is a necessary part of living? And does enlightenment mean the end of pain?
Enlightenment is the end of pain. To some extent, it depends on how much you practice. Immediate enlightenment doesn't guarantee complete enlightenment. You know it today, you have to know it again tomorrow, again the next day, again after, so that you be sure, because you have to go back through the way you came from. And it takes some time. Complete enlightenment, of course, takes some time. But it might not take long. It could take weeks or months or years or a lifetime. Some people do not get complete enlightenment in this lifetime, but they get enlightenment to some extent, like the 3rd level, 4th level, and then they continue in heaven. Some people get complete enlightenment in this lifetime. And the completely enlightened person either follows the order of God to go out into the world and spread the love and message, or just stays quiet, becomes master of himself. That just depends on God's will. So immediate enlightenment is possible. You will be enlightened today, immediately. You see the light, you see God. It depends on your level of where you are now. You will see God to different level, different degree. But complete enlightenment, you work a little bit.
In Islam, submission to God, Allah, is paramount to the religion. Do you advocate submission to God?
Yes. I do. I just say right now, later, God's will is done, not our will. And this body, this being, this brain, this mind will be only the instrument to exercise His love.
How can spiritual enlightenment help mental or physical illnesses? Thank you.
It heals everything.
Is there an absolute right and wrong?
No. There's absolute cause and absolute effect. So sometimes we do something wrong because of some wrong cause. And we get the effect because of something we did. So the cause and effect will produce the exact outcome. Like we plant the rose root, we get the rose. We plant the apple seed, we get the apple tree. These are the laws of cause and effect, which are effective only in this physical creation. In the dimension of God, the higher dimension, there's only love. Love and enjoyment and happiness. And that's where we have to climb to in order to enjoy eternal peace and love.
You said that if stripped of our bodies, our essence is God. Does this not mean that God could be a metaphor for the unity of mankind as a whole, a collective understanding of each other that would bring peace rather than a distinct supreme being?
Yes, that's right. That's right. He's everywhere in all of us. He's the essence of all beings. But before we know all that, we will know some kind of individualized God also. God can do anything. God is formless and there's no definition. But He can also appear to us as a supreme being in order to teach us the way to meet the formless one. So God can be formless, God can be form, God can appear in a human form, God can appear in the form of any master, God can appear in the form of light, the way Moses has seen Him. God can talk to us in a universal language or in a human language. Everything is possible with God. It depends on our need. He will fulfill it. But we have to connect with Him first. Please.
Your philosophy of the oneness with God is very similar to the great Indian philosopher Shankara. Do you agree with him and his ideas that the world is just an illusion, or do you think it's real?
It's an illusion. And it's real. It's real because we think it's real. It is an illusion because compared to other worlds, this is very ephemeral and we can leave it at any time. It is unreal because sometimes during our ecstasy, during our deep samadhi, that means deep contemplation, we don't see the world anymore. The whole thing disappears. Sometimes people come to listen to our lecture and they sit there. They're non-initiate, who has never experienced God or anything. He sat there and he was blessed with the vision that the whole hall, which was more than this, tens of thousands of people, the whole hall disappeared. It's only the sea of light. And he just sat there and enjoyed all this love and happiness, which is indescribable in human language. We only have to experience it. We cannot even tell a fraction of the reality of this kind of experience. At that time, your own body also doesn't exist. Then you will know the world is really an illusion. It comes and goes. It depends on our understanding of its reality.
Dear Master Ching, as you said, you travel to heaven whenever you like. You must know it as clear as this world. Please tell us specifically what you see there. For example, how many countries, how many people live there, how big are they, what do they eat? What I want is please show us something real to prove the existence of heaven, also hell.
I can prove it to you. I can prove it to you. If you quiet down, sit down with me later. Too many, how can I tell you everything? Different heavens has different beings. The first level of heavens have different beings. The second have different beings. The third have different beings. I will reveal it on you if you're really interested. God has told me not to say the names of God in vain. It has to be truly with respect and reverence in order to know the heavenly knowledge. If you are up to it, if your level is up to it, you stay behind and I will show you everything. I will tell you everything. I told you it takes a couple of hours. I will describe to you all the heavens as well. All right? Hell, I excluded in my speech because it doesn't belong to us. many of our brothers and sisters, after initiation or during initiation, they can see heaven too. So you will not be an exception.
Dear Master, you say that after initiation, when we are given a direct line to God, then if we want, we do not need to have any more contact with yourself.
Right.
But
With me, right?
Mhm.
Oh.
But is it not true that we must keep spiritual connection or vibration with yourself through this life, because at the time of death we need you to guide us through the spiritual realms, so that we do not get lost on our journey back home to heaven?
Of course, if you need me, I'm always there 24 hours. 24 hours. Whenever you call my name, or you don't call my name, I have to watch over you until you grow up into yourself again. And that, of course, is my job. Until you become able to walk on your own feet, I cannot leave you. Even in this world or the next world, I'm responsible until your journey is complete. But my physical body, you don't need, because we will be also connected inside through God. And we will become one. And whatever you need, I will know. It becomes my need. What your sorrow is will become my sorrow. And of course, my highest spiritual self will try to elevate whatever troubles you in this life and see that you go back home smoothly and safely. I'll be with you all the time until you want to get rid of me. What I mean is there's no obligation. You can stay at home and meditate yourself. You don't need to hang around me, because through thought transference, we will know each other's needs. And you might see me at your home sometimes. If you are in that high level, you can see me come to your home, and you can also talk to me, just like you talk to me right now. Some people do that. So you don't need my material, physical, flesh body. That's what I mean. That doesn't mean I abandon you at all. No.
Do you understand the whole universe, and are you Buddha, and have you decided not to enter nirvana and stay enlightened so that you can be reborn again and again to help the people?
I don't think I will like to be reborn again. I've done so many times. I deserve a break. No. Whatever God tells me to do, I probably will have to do it again. I don't know what His plan is for the next time. So you go into meditation and ask Him. Or maybe you become Buddha yourself and release me of this job.